Hi everyone, welcome back to Tech and Talk. Today's our session will be about, I will tell you the topic later, but let me explain you a problem which we have on long background running tasks. So if there is any IO operation we need to done, so how to control that IO operation, because in .NET Framework 4.0 and onwards the asynchronous operations are allowed. What does it means is that if we are calling any remote source or any IO operation which is asynchronous, so we need to wait until the operation get complete. So what if there is loop inside that call and that doesn't end, so we don't have response back uh, for lifetime. So how to control the asynchronous tasks, and so that we can cancel that asynchronous task anytime from outside of this call. So in .NET there are two classes which help us, which facilitate us to achieve this. One is CancellationTokenSource and another one is CancellationToken. So both work together to give us control and give us the ability to control over asynchronous calls. So let's see how this works. Let me create, this is same Tech and Talk solution we have used for our previous example. So let me create another folder here with name of console. Okay, console, and let me add a project inside it. .NET Core's console app will work definitely fine. So console app, just give it a name. Let me add this inside a folder. Yep, okay, yeah, that is it. Let me make it as this starter project, so that once we run this we have directly open the console. So let's see how to implement a asynchronous task, and then after that we will see how to control it. Okay, let me create task here. Although we have a lot of methods for asynchronous tasks, like if we make any HTTP call or any service call, we can use the asynchronous operation, but we are working on a concept here. So task.run will be enough for this example. So yeah, this will work as asynchronous operation and will run on separate thread. So let us move this console.writeLine inside here. Oops, yeah. So console.read key to stop here for a while to wait for us to enter any key and exit the program. So once we run this application, we will be shown the same result here, nothing changed. So but this time this line get executed on a separate thread to make it run for long time. Yeah, sure. Let me create while true, and that is it. So this loop will run on a separate thread for infinite time unless I close that program explicitly. Let us run. Okay, now you can see how fast these lines are getting printed on our console. So to visualize more clearly, let me add thread dot sleep here. We need to import system.threading for this. Let's say to sleep for every 200 milliseconds. Now you can visualize more clearly how these tasks are running, and you can see the scroller is moving down. Yeah, so this task will run for infinite time. So here comes our cancellation token source and cancellation token class to control this execution, because now this is a long running task. We need to control this somehow. So to control this, let me first create object for cancellation token source and cancellation token. Cancellation token source is equal cancellation tokens is equal to new cancellation token source, like this, and token is equal to cancellation token source dot token. Yeah, we created a cancellation token source and get the token out of this source. So how we will use this token? If you have seen the docs or IntelliSense, you can observe that there is another overload method available here which takes the cancellation token, and what it does is a cancellation token allows the work to be cancelled. This is how it will work. I put my token inside the task.run constructor while creating that object. Now even now it will not stop running this task because we haven't added any condition here. So to facilitate this, let me just update our condition to source dot is cancellation requested, right? While the cancellation is not requested, so keep running these two statements. Okay, and after this task.run, let us cancel our token after some time. cancel. There are two methods which mostly get used. One is cancel and one is cancel after. So first let's use the cancel after, which takes the time in milliseconds. So let's say to cancel after 2 seconds. So what happens, what will happen is the task.run gets started on separate thread, and as we have called the cancellation token source dot cancel after 2 seconds, so after 2 seconds it will update the is cancellation requested status. So after 2 seconds this loop stopped running and the control went out of this section after this thread to the main thread. So let's run this again. Yeah, that's it. After 2 seconds it stopped running. So this is the first way to implement or use the cancellation token source and cancellation token. So let me create separate method for each way so that you guys can use these examples and you can manipulate these examples easily. So let me create another method, private static void. Let's say it's a first way, and cut all the code from here to here in this method. By the way, I'm not a big fan of writing the full class names while initializing them. I will gonna use var for this. It make the code cleaner and prettier. So that's it. Let's retest it so that to verify everything is working fine. Yeah, after 2 seconds it will just stop running. And that's it. So this was the first way. And what about the second way of doing this, or how can we use the cancellation token source in another way? Let's copy paste the same method and let's rename it second way. Okay, in this way also we can use the same logic inside here, but yeah, if we don't want to cancel after the creation and we know that the task will gonna take how much time, so we can give the time inside this constructor while creating that object. So let's say it will take 2 seconds, and if you see the docs here you will see that milliseconds delay initializes new instance after the specified delay, that will be cancelled after the specified delay. So yeah, the same will happen, but in this example we are not cancelling the source after the initialization, we are giving the time cancellation time inside that constructor. So let me run this second way. Yeah, let's just run it. Yep, it works this in the same way. Okay, this was the second way. Next one is the third way. So in third way, what we are going to do is to, let's say it's a long running task, and yeah, and inside this logic inside that while will control the cancellation of this long running task. So what will we do here is cancellation token source dot token dot yeah, throw if cancellation requested. This is the method we can use to control our infinite loop or infinitely running task. So as soon as we call our cancel out of this run task.run, the task will get stopped and will throw an exception here. So let's see how will this will run. Third way, control F5. Okay, let me see what the, okay, it's doing nothing, so let me copy paste the lines here so that we are shown the progress. Yeah, you can see it gets stopped. This is in the way to control over long running tasks. So what is the fourth way of using this cancellation token source and cancellation token is, fourth way is in this way we are going to see as soon as we cancel our task, we want some the execution of this task and basically end of this task. So what we will do is we will wrap this all up inside that try catch exception exp, and yeah, that's more like it finally. And we will do our cleaning thing or the end logic here. We will write our end logic here. So let me copy paste the console.writeline and let me write there, let's close this up guys. Okay, right, so let's run our fourth way. If we dry run this fourth way, what will it do is it will run an infinite loop as soon as we call our cancellation token source dot cancellation after 2 seconds. So after 2 seconds it will throw an exception from here, and what will it throw? It will throw the operation cancellation exception. So it will get caught in this block, and finally our final block will run. So we can write our cleanup code here. Let's run the fourth way. Yeah, after 2 seconds we have this statement. Let's close this up, guys. So this was the another way. Yeah, and there is another way of using, which will be our fifth way. And in this fifth way, what we will do is instead of using try catch, we have a handler which get executed as soon as this task or this cancellation token source is cancelled. So let's see how that works. Yeah, let's use this one. After this, and I forget to note here, so let's say dot regis dot so sorry, that was the token dot, there is a method register which provides the callback. So register is delegate that will be called when the cancellation token is cancelled, right? So let's use this action, and inside this action let's just console that register is get called, right? So let's execute our fifth way. Let's run this. Yeah, that's it. So instead of throwing and catching that exception and inside finally block, we can just use our register to write the code which we want to execute after this task get cancelled. Yeah, on another way I agree that the try catch way has its own significance, because that code is already inside that task, but this register method is outside this task task action that we have implemented. So both are the ways to call some function or some logic after the task cancellation. So guys, this was the very basic introduction, very basic ways to use the task cancellation source and the cancellation token source and cancellation token. So I hope you will now understand how to use uh, the cancellation token source and cancellation token to control your asynchronous tasks, and especially the long running tasks like the while loop example, because if we don't use this line, this task will get executed for infinite time, which will cost our resources and memory leak. So we can control this long running task from this token, cancellation token and cancellation token source. Hope you have enjoyed and you understand. You will be much better in cancellation task, cancellation token task, and cancellation token source. I hope that was very useful for you guys. So that's it for today. Let me commit the code on our Tech and Talk GitHub repo. Yeah, sorry, that was on the separate screen. I haven't realized that. So yeah, let's stage all the files. Let's commit. That's it for today. Bye bye.